Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
Whether something is coming or not, be it a bubble pop in the economy, be it another set of lockdowns, whatever it is, right? If something is coming, it shouldn't really change your day-to-day today other than doing what my mom always taught me, prepare for the worst, and then hope and work towards the best. And we're back
with another episode of He Said, She Said. And today I was just talking with you on the ride home, talking about just how there's been some rumblings and some people just messaging me in a really kind of fearful way, worried about their business, worried about the world, and talking about how they're kind of feeling paralyzed.
Yeah.
And this is something that we are really passionate about. We talk about it all the time. Whatever is happening in the world, whether it is natural disasters, pandemics, political, anything, really, Chris and I get to a place where we have to be each other's cheerleaders and hype squad. And that's what we want to be for you right now. Because for me, something that I want to tell you is that during these times, it's the most important thing that you can do is to fight like hell, to stay in a positive, creative space.
Well, there's a lot of fear porn out there right now. And I'm just going to say it like it is. There's a whole bunch of conspiracy theorists out there that want to be right on both sides of the aisle, by the way. Like there's this news. The problem with social media is it invites a whole bunch of people, like cherry picking evidence to make a case to be right about something. And then here's the problem with accountability. If whatever they're predicting, doom and gloom, another lockdown coming or the worst economy ever coming or the housing bubble popping or whatever kind of crap it is that they're predicting out there. And by the way, I'm not saying these things won't happen. But what I'm saying is there's all these fear porn creators out there that just want to be right. And there's no accountability if they're not. Nobody goes back to their videos and say, hey, a year ago you said this was going to happen and it didn't. So there's no accountability. So that means it's not a reliable source. And here's the problem. Whether something is coming or not, be it a bubble pop in the economy, be it another set of lockdowns, whatever it is, right? If something is coming, it shouldn't really change your day-to-day today other than doing what my mom always taught me, prepare for the worst, and then hope and work towards the best, right? So what does that mean? It means to, first of all, make sure that you are staying focused on positive things that exist today, not maybes that might exist tomorrow. And because when you do, that allows you to be your most productive self. And if you're going to be prepared for whatever comes tomorrow, you have to be your most productive self today. Like you sitting around not making money because you're in fear doesn't help you if something bad comes tomorrow. You sitting around not creating freedom or choice right now because you're down and out today does not help you if you need choice and freedom tomorrow. You need as many resources as possible, no matter what comes our way, whether it's in a year, 5 years, 10 years. Guys, something else in life is going to come our way. That's called the way the world works. It's going to be an economic something or a pandemic something or who knows what, right? A government something. That's just the way the world works. It's inevitable. So you sitting around worrying about it isn't going to help you. But you creating as many resources as you can by being focused on staying productive today, that is what puts you in position to do well.
It's really easy right now to be on social media and to be on the news and to be really upset. Like even I try to avoid it frequently and it still pops up into my social channels or whatever. Sometimes I turn the TV on and I'm like, and I try to change it. It's not that I try to ignore all of it. It's that I can get my info in certain ways at certain times. And then I can try to figure out what's going on in the world, which none of us actually know. And then I can get back to work. And I had somebody message me recently, and it really gave me a pulse on how a lot of people might be feeling. And I fully understand this because if I really let fear take over, I can feel this way as well. And first of all, I also want to say we're not sitting here saying that none of this could happen because it absolutely could. Really terrible things could happen this year or next year, but you can't live like that. That is not living. And you certainly won't put yourself in a halfway decent position if it is happening, if you're living like that. But back to what one of the messages was that I got was a woman who said, hey, I see you like advertising all these things to, grow a business or help us grow our companies. But how can you even advertise something like this when the world is in such a state of doom that I don't even feel hopeful like I can build something? And I had a moment of, oh my gosh, I fully get where you're at because you're probably really focusing on what everyone is telling you. And this is what everyone wants you to believe. But how can it be that some people who aren't focusing on it and working really, really hard to double down are starting to thrive or putting money away? It's because what you focus on the most grows, and your reality is what you're focusing on. So there's no doubt that that is her current reality. If I turned on my TV and my socials and I looked for what was bad and I saw really focused on people, even in my own family, you guys, this is what I want you to get. If I really focused on even people in my immediate family and how they're struggling, I could get so down. But what I have to do is really focus on what I can do, what I can create. How can I do something that puts me in a good position where I can help or I can, help our family in the future?
You've got one mission. Like from this very moment on going forward, you got one mission. And that is this: create some gatekeepers, meaning create some safeguards in place for yourself. So you're taking as little negative propaganda in as possible, and then proactively schedule in obsession over positive propaganda. That's it. Your mission from here on out is to outweigh the negative propaganda that you take in that you cannot avoid with positive propaganda that you seek out. And I know that we've now said that for years, but it's because it works. Mm-hmm. You're going to be prepared for whatever might come if you're doing your best to be productive today, not if you're sitting around paralyzed in speculating 99% of stuff that will never, ever happen.
I want you to think about right now, if you took all of the time that you spent consuming media and consuming negativity or consuming social media,
going down the rabbit hole,
where could you allocate that time to learn something or say, where is the market going? where will people be spending money? How could my specific set of skills help people? What are my specific set of skills? If you traded even 50% of your time, I guarantee you can't imagine what you could do in a year's time. It's just, we're addicted.
Yep.
We're literally addicted. And until you can recognize that you're addicted, you'll never break the addiction.
It's the same reason we love dramas, right? Like drama series, drama movies, scary, all that. It's because humans are addicted to that feeling of, uh-oh, there's suspense building. How's it going to turn out? And what's the best soap opera / drama in the world that could ever be written? Real life. Mm-hmm. Real life. And so it's easy to get caught up in that rabbit hole of the suspense because, believe it or not, it makes your dopamine receptors go off. You've been trained through TV and movies to actually like that stuff. Mm-hmm. So now when it's real life, boy, it's even better, even more tangible. And it's a scary rabbit hole to go down. You got to be able to kick that addiction. You got to be able to, like sugar or a drug or alcohol, you need to be able to realize it and put measures in place to be able to kick it, or you don't stand a chance in a good economy or a bad one. You don't stand a chance in a free world or one with, some kind of lockdown. You don't stand a chance no matter who gets elected if that's not the habits that you create right now.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, we just wanted to stop in here to remind you that hard times make strong people, and it's an opportunity. And I want you to focus on all of the good that's still in your life. I want you to do the Power 9. You guys, if you don't know what that is, all you have to do is DM me the word power on Instagram and I'll literally send it to you. It's what Chris and I do every single day. We try to focus so hard on the good. So get off socials as much as you possibly can. Post and ghost. Just go do what you need to do on there and get off and go out and remember, go on a walk.
Yep.
That's what Chris and I do. We're like, you know what? When everything is away from us and turned off, life is still really good. We still have our freedoms. We still get to walk. We still have choices in a grocery store. We still get to see people we love. Life is still good. You need to go and remember that and do your gratitudes and do the things that remind you of that and fight like hell to stay positive.
Most people are afraid of losing things that they're not even taking advantage of today. That's how manufactured it is. Let's change it now going forward.
All right. We love you guys. We're so grateful for you, and we will see you next week. Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently, and most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule text to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true, deep sense of community. And it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com.